morning. Today is 14th of May 2020 and I am taking class 6 English 2. So in our last class we have discussed what is subject and what is object, right? So subject is a what? In a sentence. When you write in a sentence, we generally talk about something, right? So the thing that we talk about in a sentence, right, that is called the subject. For example, right, the boy have a the boy got a new cycle, right? The boy got a new cycle. So here we are talking about the boy, right? We are talking about a person in the sentence, right? So the boy, right? So that will become what? Subject. All right. Then we have finished page 2, number B, right? So now we will today learn noun as an object, right? So before we were learning noun as a subject and noun as an object. So noun, we all know what is a noun. The name of anything is a noun, right? So noun as a subject. So what happens in a sentence? We might have two kind of noun, more than two, right? So two kind of noun, right? So where what happens? Okay, so look at page 3. Is it the what to say? Subject is what? About whom we talk about, right? That means what? That person takes an action, right? Yes. So that person becomes a subject, right? So other than that, there might be other kind of other noun, right? Mention of other noun. So the action that we are taken against whom, that is also a noun, right? Ram hit Hari, for example. So here Ram and Hari, they are two nouns, right? Ram and Hari, two nouns. So suppose Ram hit Hari, right? The action is done by whom? Ram, okay? So he is the doer. Okay, the one who is doing the thing is him. Okay, so that's why Ram will be what? It will be the subject, right? And against whom the action is done, right? So that will be object, right? But Hari is also a noun. So this is what? Noun as an object, right? So the noun here becomes the object, right? The action which is done, right, against whom, right? So that part becomes the object, okay? Suppose here is an example, right? A florist sells flowers, right? A florist sells flowers, right? So here florist and flowers, both are noun, right? Florist is a person who sells flowers and flowers is also a noun, right? So here who is doing the thing? The action is done by this person, person A, florist, right? So he is doing the thing. He is doing what? Right? Doing what? Right? He is doing selling. Selling what? Right? Against whom the action is taken. Who is he selling? What is he selling? Right? So the second part that becomes the object, that is the flower, against whom the action is done, right? So but flower is a noun, right? But against this noun is taken action against this noun, right? So this becomes the object, right? Similarly, there is the bank loaned some money, right? So here the bank and the money, they are two nouns. Money is also a noun, bank is also a noun, right? But the one action is done by whom? The bank, right? Giving thing is done by the bank, right? And they are giving what? Money, okay? The thing which is done, what is it done? It's the money, right? Giving action is done against the money, right? So then money becomes what? It becomes the object, alright? So that is called noun as an object, right? Okay, so object means that the against whom the action is taken, and noun object means that object which is a noun, right? And we all know that noun means name of anything, alright? Hope you understand. Then we will go to number C, exercise number C. So here we have to do what? We have to find out which one is the object, and then we have to underline it. So C number 1 is the president addressed the nation. Okay, the president president addressed the nation. Right, nation is also a noun and president is also a noun. So here we have to do what? Underline the object. Right. So here the president is also a noun. The nation is also a noun. Address is the verb. Right. Verb is what? Action word which can change its form according to the tense. Right. So address. Right. It is a verb. It is an action. Action done by whom? The president. So the president is what? It is the subject. Right. And against whom? Against the nation. Right. This noun is working against this noun. Right. He is taking action against this noun. Right. So the object in this sentence is the nation. Okay. So here the object will be the nation. Alright. So underline this one. Then we have number 2. Right. I shared my sandwiches with Alice. Okay, so in this sentence, I, who is doing? Shared, doing the work. I, right? Shared, okay? Shared some sandwiches, okay? And with whom? With Alice. Alright, so here the object will be what? Alice. Then the action is done with whom? With Alice. So the object will be Alice. Alright? Because this is the noun. Right? Okay. Then we have number 3. The scouts helped the flood victims. The scouts helped the flood victim. Okay, so here the subject is at the scouts, right? Because they are the one who is doing the work, right? Helping work, helped is the verb, so they are doing the helping work, so that's why they are the nouns. Okay, the subject, noun subject, right? Then the action is done against whom? Who are they helping? Right, they are helping the victims. Okay, so they are helping the flood victims. Right, the action is done against the flood victims, right? So underline flood victims. This is the object, right? This subject has taken action against this object, flood victims. All right. Then number 4, we have my aunt has lost her watch. My aunt has lost her watch. So here we have watch and aunt, right? So aunt is the subject because she has done what? The verb lost, right? The action is the lost. She lost her watch. So her watch will be what? The object. She lost her watch. So her watch is the object. Alright? Then we have number 5. I bought some fresh milk. I bought some fresh milk. So here the subject is I because I is doing the work. Work is what? Bought. Bought yani buying. I bought some fresh milk. Right? So the object will be some fresh milk. Right? Then number 6 we have, she spoke 5 languages fluently. She spoke 5 languages fluently. So here, what will be the object? Right. She is the subject. Spoke is the verb. Right. She spoke what? 5 languages fluently. Right. So the object will be 5 languages fluently. She has done what? She has done the verb. And what is the verb? Spoke 5 languages fluently, right? So spoke is a verb, then other than that, the rest of the sentence it becomes an object, right? 5 languages fluently. Number 7 we have, the team won the match. The team won the match. So here also, the team, right? The work is done by what? The team. Won meaning winning, right? The action of winning. It is done by the team. So the team is the subject, and won what? The match. They have done what? The action done against what? Against the match, right? The match was won by them, right? So the team will become a subject and the match is an object, right? Then we have number 8. The chauffeur drove the car responsibly, right? The chauffeur drove the car responsibly. So here in this sentence, who is driving the car? Driving is an action, right? So driving is an action. The action is done by what? The chauffeur. So the chauffeur becomes subject and drove is the verb. So other than that, the car responsibly. He drove what? The car. How? Responsibly. So this part becomes what? The object. The chauffeur drove the car how? Responsibly. Alright? Then number 9 we have, the ship hit a huge iceberg. The ship hit a huge iceberg. Right. So hitting, the action of hitting is done by what? The ship. That's why the ship is a subject, right? Because the action is done by the ship, right? And what is the action? Hit against whom? Huge iceberg, right? Huge iceberg. It's a object. A huge iceberg, right? Then number 10 we have, the children told the truth. The children told the truth. So here in this sentence, which one will be the verb? This one. This is the verb, right? Telling. This is an action. The telling is done by whom? By the children, right? The children is telling, right? They told, right? So the children is the subject. Then told is the verb. Then the other part will be object. The truth, right? Against what? Which action is done? Telling the truth, right? So the truth will become object. Alright. So we'll finish till here today. Read properly and do the homeworks. Thank you.